Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 3rd of January. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep into each of the 12 zodiac signs and share with you your Sun or your Ascendant. It's whatever you wish to watch. So this week begins with Neptune forging a really shimmering but beautiful angle to Venus. And by the end of the week, Venus comes into an exact conjunction with the Sun. Now that's brilliant if we're really wanting to think about something desirable or someone desirable that may be on our radar. With the January sales in full swing, it may be a monetary purchase we're considering. The sign of Capricorn, where Venus is very much about substance, so it may be a big ticket item that we're really drawn towards, or perhaps there's someone that we like that in some ways is quite well off or has some qualities that we really respect and admire. And the connection between Venus and Neptune can be really magical and very spiritual, so a connection doesn't have to happen only in a physical realm. Also this week, Mars, the planet of passion, is caught up in a bit of a tussle with, ironically, Neptune from the middle of the week. So there may be somebody that we're drawn to, perhaps someone who's a little bit more buccaneering or different, and their self-confidence or energy could seem a little bit intimidating. Then again, Venus can soothe this week, but Neptune in its angle with Mars can confuse. So if there is someone we're unsure of, we just need to be a little bit cautious. Now, of course, Mercury has moved into the sign of Aquarius, very much about friendship, very much about future planning, but it is in its pre-shadow period. So we need to micro-check all details to meet up and have fun. But it is true that Mars forges a very energizing link with the Sun. So if your focus is much more on your role in life, anything to do with entrepreneurship, being more go-getting, but in a material way, the Sun is really going to be supportive by the direct desire that Mars brings to the situation. Now, if you're new to my channel, I would be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And of course, with year 2022 upon us, if you want to ascend above this zodiac forecast and discover what your personal birth data is showing for this year, you can see my offer beneath this video. You can get a 12-month forecast from the time of order, your character analysis, and 30% off. Gain searing insights. The link is beneath this video now. Hello Cancer, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 3rd of January. There's a lot going on this week. Not least, we have the fallout from last week's new moon, which is radiating into this week. And that's saying to you that when it comes to who you connect with, it may be people a bit more challenging or different, or have some quite radical ideas that are actually attracting you the most. But there's also the potential for some very sweet connections. Neptune, the planet of spirituality, is connecting beautifully to Venus in your sector of relating. By the end of the week, the Sun comes into a conjunction with Venus and therefore allies to Neptune too. Some conversations you have later this week, therefore, can be very uplifting indeed, very sweet. And there could be a romantic dimension to one of these. It's not easy necessarily to freely associate at the moment, depending on where you are in the world. But of course, online does give us an opportunity to still reach out, if not touch. Now, Mars, in a very industrious part of your chart, the 6th house, is giving you lots of encouragement to work on those New Year's resolutions, particularly if some of them are around physical health and being a bit more virtuous about what you eat and drink. But that is challenged by Neptune in the second half of this week. So something you want to make progress around could be a bit blurry, maybe a bit difficult to find out what the details are. And this is why Mercury can help you this week, because Mercury's helping you to focus on not what people are saying to you, but more on what they really mean. So do try to scrutinise the motives behind some of the communication that's going on. But there could be one very uplifting connection that occurs for you by the end of this week.